Well, hello everybody. I'm Fred Yelverton, turfgrass weed scientist at North Carolina State University. Just a couple of really quick weed management tips for the winter time. First of all, if you're spraying any herbicide in the winter to clean up weeds, particularly glyphosate or Roundup, you want to spray on a day in the winter when it's above about 60 degrees. We get those days in winter. Glyphosate is very sensitive to ambient temperature, and when you spray it in the 40s and even 50s, you get much less activity from glyphosate. That's also true of all herbicides, but glyphosate is the one that we really have to pay attention to. The other thing I'll mention quickly is that because our winters are warming and we're getting crabgrass germination earlier and earlier, we are recommending that you put your pre-emergence herbicides out about 2 weeks earlier than you normally would. I have found crabgrass germinated in southeastern North Carolina 3 out of the last 4 years at the end of February. I've never seen that in my career except 3 out of the last 4 years. So we know we're getting those critical 55-degree, 24-hour mean soil temperatures earlier, and that's the critical temperature. When you get 24-hour mean soil temperatures of about 55 degrees for 3 or 4 days, that's in a row, that's when we have crabgrass germination. So we know we're getting it earlier, so what we're recommending is that you put your herbicides out about 2 weeks earlier, wherever you are. The other thing I'll mention to you is that we always have to be concerned about winter injury here in North Carolina. We are in the transition zone. So typically what we do there is plan your weed control programs with the possibility on warm season grasses that you have, you may have winter injury. That means if you're using the dinitroanilines like prodiamine or pendimethalin or even dimension, not a dinitroaniline, but it acts like one, that you use half rates in your early application, and then 8 to 10 weeks later, put your second half of your herbicide out. Because if you have winter injury, you can sprig or sod into a half a rate without too much problem, but you can't sprig or sod into a full rate. That gets very, very difficult. The other thing that I mentioned there too is spectacle. Spectacle, it can inhibit or can reduce some root growth. So again, that one we recommend that you use a lower rate on your first application, maybe 3 or 4 ounces, something like that, and it may be as much as 5 ounces, and then come back with your split in 8 to 10 weeks. Ronstar is an option that you can use the full rate in February or whenever it is you use it. If you have winter injury, you can sprig or sod directly into Ronstar. So Ronstar is a way, oxidizing is a way to get around that. So that's the way we plan our winter weed control programs, pre-emergence programs. They're very important. This is a very important time of the year for weed control. So good luck with your herbicide programs, and hopefully, I don't think we've had winter injury yet. That cold weather right before Christmas, we don't think has caused any substantial winter injury. But remember, we have a lot of winter to go. March is the month we really worry about. Where you start to get green up and then you get cold temperatures. So right now I think we're good, but we have a ways to go. So good luck in 2023, and we certainly look forward to seeing you at Field Day or wherever else our roads may cross in 2023.